Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Farm. Thinking right out here in the lab. Where I do what I do for you. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm just having fun in this book, playing with these little concepts I'm about to break down for you. Let's go. It's gonna be fun. Get the popcorn ready, sit, strap up, and get ready to get a good lesson. Alright, let's rock. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. Message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. We got a good thing going. I appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission. That's what I'm on. You know the deal. To enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission, that's what I'm on, is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. I give you the things you need to make that possible. We work together. I give it, you receive it, and use it. You should know thyself. That's how I got it. So I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not, that they know not, is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not, and knows that they know not. It's simple. You can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. It's okay. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself, and you know the deal. To Maya, be true. I'm in the book. We're doing the top section. I left off at starting to show you what it looked like the top layer. We're doing the noon. This is before anything else is going on. They're in the noon. Okay, let's start with that conceptually. So right thinkers. Let's talk about the annoying theology, Cosmiconomythograph, the top section. We call it the noon, the new. Okay, the top section of this divisions of creation. The top is the subtlest. That's the lightest. That's why it's before time and space conceptually. Watch this. So they tell you this why? Because the lowest section is the most grossest. I tell you, the human form, physical body, is the grossest form of the spiritual concepts. And on the tree of life, it breaks down for you. Watch this. So you got the top. They call it the new, or the primeval waters. The primeval waters, which contain within them the essential, innermost, divine self. That means God's rest. God is in the noon, the consciousness that sustains creation and the human personality as well. That's the spirit that's in man, but it's first of all it's in the noon, just waiting. And the noon, aka new, is like the body of the divine self. Get the concept? Stay with me. I'm trying to slow walk you through this. I'm going to break each one down. Simple, basic concept that you can hopefully grasp and understand. And then you can do your due diligence and carry it on for yourself. But my point here is they show you hieroglyphic right here. That's God pushing up the boat of Ra. Okay? Symbolically. And remember, our ancients had a thing for precision and putting things where they need to be. Why? Because it means something. They don't just put stuff. No, everything means something. So every little thing you see has a significant meaning to it. I'm trying to get you to understand that about the concepts for the Commission concepts. All right, they have aspects and principles that they call them. So you see right here, I just showed you the hieroglyphic. It said to the left. That's the picture of Noon with the boat, which means, you ready? She taught. Study up the hidden mystery. Remember, until you know what it is, it's hidden. Until you find out for yourself, it's a mystery. Solve it means to know. Do your due diligence. Study and learn. She taught. And the ones on the Right side means Anu. So concept is Shita Anu, which means the first time. Now, in the right side, that thing you see is female. Again, when the Kabbalah on their right side, it means evil. Left side means good. We don't separate ours like that. We do masculine and feminine. Right side, feminine. Left side, masculine. Odd, even. Okay? Odd being the male, even being the female. Let's go. So, with that understanding, we're going to show you the first picture is the guy pushing up the boat. So, Anu, so the Anuian theurgy, or the mysteries of Anu, now all of these other forms are either, watch this, male or female. The only singular is God. The all-encompassing, the nurture, he has both male and female. They call it androgynous. We'll break that down for you as we go too. Okay, now, where we at? So all other forms are in the male and female, again, aspects, they tell you, of the supreme divinity that are integral to the Anuian theurgy. They all interlock, they all come together to make a whole, and they all play their roles. They're functioning aspects. Once you understand and you can emulate it, that's self-mastery. Why? Because this is how you do it. This is the blueprint. I'm excited. Why? Because this is like coming back home to an old friend. Man, I did this. I lived this. I know this. And you can learn it, you'll be satisfied with what? Knowledge of self. Okay? That's all I got for you. I ain't promise you or tell you. I ain't trying to tell you really good. I just no. Just self-knowledge. And you can take that and do what you want with it. I'm just arming you with knowledge of self. That's what I got for you. Moving on. That's what I do for you. Arm you. To the left, you see the name of the divinity, which they call him the Bircher. I love this guy. He's suited and booted. Because he had all God's aspects, okay? That's what they call him, the encompassing, the all-encompassing. He got all God's aspects. The wings, he got the crown, he got the horns, he got the sun disk, he got the staff, he got the crooked flail, he got the male organ, he got the shell for the beetle or capri. He's everybody in one. Hence, all-encompassing. So you hear that, understand. And it's from the male perspective. Okay, we got the female, which is called Meher. We got her for you too. They don't do nothing one way. So I don't know where this male chauvinist nonsense come from. We respected the women as well as we did the men. We can't say that today. Why? Somebody changed the dynamic. We get back to the lesson. So, okay, to the left, that's in the virtues. And that's the aggregation of the attributes. Remember, he got all of the attributes of all God and goddesses, both the male aspect and the female aspect, androgynous, combined into one essence. That's the concept. We know one God. We don't have many. No, everything from him still is of him. So it's still one God, just emanations of him that we understood and used to what? Get better known of ourselves, knowledge and understanding of every intricate part of our personality. That's all. And then the Bircher, that's who he represents. And we talk more about him in the next lesson, but that's what gets you started. Now, below him, the first monument that was erected from man coming from a BC nation to consciousness of himself, to know thyself. That's raising your conscious level from the low level to the highest consciousness, which is the 7 degrees, the chakras. Okay, 7 degrees, the red house in Masonic order. The first 3, the blue house. The next 4, the red house. I ain't gonna talk about that. There's another lesson. They got some fusion going on there. Moving on. Okay, so that below, I just showed you the Bircher. I just showed you the Sphinx. Now below the Bircher, again, he's considered God, but it's depicted in his divinity of Haru Akati, or Harati. Okay, that means Haru in the form of what? The 2 horizons. They said it was supposed to be 2 sphinx going like this. That's Aket. That's 2 lioness forms. One represents the east, one represents the west. Well, you got just one. But what he was mimicking, tidbit. At the time, we knew we was in the age of what? Leo. Because he was looking at himself on the rising. That's the concept, and that's what been proven. They computer generated back and ran it back, so the constellation was in Leo. in another lesson, but that's just how it was. So he became the standard for what man raising his conscious level over 10,000 years ago. So we always had consciousness. We always had a God understanding. So, it didn't just start 2,000 years ago. But I can't get caught up in that. Get a lesson. I'm just teaching the concept. I ain't get caught up in the ideas of what someone else is doing and how I think and feel about it. I don't have a problem. Let's teach the lesson. Moving on. So Haru was the concept on the horizon. It means Haru encompasses what? The opposite encompasses both horizons, which is the dawn at sunrise and at dusk at sunset. Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Haru is also the sun in the form of the great space. Thus, he is what? 2 in 1. Therefore, a non-dual divinity. Understand it? Now, next one, moving on. Oh, this is going to be nice. Now we get to the sisters, the female side, okay? Then I'm going to take you to the bumper cars. But right now, okay, see that female right there? She's not mentioned right now, but that's Bass, Sekhmet Bass Ra. She has all encompassing female aspect. See the penis right there? But you see next to her is me, her. That's the cow. And everybody had respect for the cow. We started that in Egypt. It started with the Jews when Moses went up on the Mount Sinai to talk to God. Another thing I did. But when he left, they made a golden cow. Hathor. Okay. The female aspect, well, it's really me, her. We call it me, her. But they rearranged it. Like to do everything else, change the name. But the purpose is to say, watch this. So there's another divinity, Sekhmet Bas Ra. Again, 3 in 1, which is the same as the Nebercha and the Noon. But she, again, see, she is not present at this point in time, particularly our new theory, Cosmiconomythograph. However, she is present here as an example that we break it down to the top part of the tree of life. And she represents the dynamic capacity of the Kemetic spirituality to put forth what? An all-encompassing divinity concept with either male or female. Again, they didn't play the one-side note, equal billing and the tendency. Yet, both Nebercha and Sekhmet Bas Ra may be thought of as what? As representations of the what? Idea of an all-encompassing divinity, and they both are to be considered as what? Androgynous. Again, female with a with a penis, male with a vagina. Y'all freak out when it happened, but we was way past that. Moving on. And we just did it mythologically and conceptually. Now y'all freaks of nature, whatever you want to call it, but okay. But she has all, again, as the female, has all the attributes of the scepter, all the wands, and the means of encompassing divinity. She has everything she needs. That's like the male part, so ain't no difference. Then you got me, her, the mighty 4-1. Break that down for you right quick. We about to get to the good stuff, all right? So you guys see the top. I showed you her. See the picture of her. She got the horns. She got the sun disk between her head. She got her scepter on her back. She got her regalia around her neck. That's called the knot of Isis, another lesson. But these are all stuff that they signify who they are. She's important. That's what they're telling you. All right. So on the top right, we have Mihert, which is the cow goddess aspect of Het Haru. Bam. And Aset, female, the moms, okay? And the name is composed of, watch this, a word which means meat. M-E-H-T, it means fullness, okay? In ancient Egypt, the term me means full. In Urt, U-R-T, it means great. So we have a mighty fullness, and this fullness relates to what? And really, what the creation myth is talking about comes down to that which is what? The Mihert. And what's that? What I am trying to bring to you to understand is that everything in creation is what? Full of the divine self, aka the spirit. Everything has spirit in it that's in the creation of God. Just like in your dream, everything has your spirit and your power, your imagination. Why? Because you bring it into your own conscious. God has the same power. He gave us the same ability. Watch this. And there is no place. You got a rock, you got lizards, you got plants, you got the sun, even the very most inner parts of yourself. That is not, ain't no part that's not full of the divine self, aka the spirit. Even the space in between objects is also permeated by the divine self. And your boy Terrence Howard is making an ether crap. We know about that, my man. That's not nothing new. So I see you, I hear you, I understand you. Like Neil tell you, okay, what do you think? I ain't mad at you. All right, but some things we know. And if you talking to me, and you try to say something to me or explain something to me or try to enlighten me, and I keep trying to explain to you when you said, I know that. I know. Oh, you know everything. No, I just know a little more about a lot of things that you have no clue about, but you want me to listen to your nonsense. I already know about that. If you know it, trust me, it ain't a secret. Moving on. So intellect is not show how smart you are. It's using the intellect when you need to. That'll show how smart you really are. So it permeates through the divine self, and it's in everything. And that is what they call meter. Okay? You can't escape God. Why? He's everywhere and in all things. Again, these are things that if we don't have concept of that, we don't even think about it. They don't even come to mind. So if you ain't learning this, you don't know it. You're ignorant. No intention, no disrespect. But you have to learn it. That's why I teach. I just need students. I teach you. All you got to just come and learn. That's why I'm here every day. Moving on. No matter how different or separate you think you are due to your ignorance, you can never run away only by your own illusions. And that is, you ready? Egoism. Bam. Again, we fully understood the ego. Self to your personality, and if you didn't get control of that, everything else is going to crumble. That's like building a house on sand. It's going to fall. Simple. Don't do that. Get solid ground. Truth, knowledge, and understanding, not belief. Booyah. And watch this. And the more deluded you are, the more prone you are to what? Drama, fetters, and complexes in life. Why? Because you feel alone, abandoned, and separate. That's your ego. Nobody loves me. Nobody's kissing my butt. Nobody's catering to me. Woe is me. That's the ego. And watch this. If you, okay, and you can delude, watch this, pity parties they call them, yourself into what? You can delude yourself with what? You ready? With your religion. Oh, I believe in Christ. Yeah. Your complexes will what? Continue. Why? Because your concepts, but all human beings are what? Actually one in the divine self, regardless of your whatever you name they call him. Again, God don't give a hoot what you call it. And no matter what name you call it by, and by your ignorance, only can you then what? Feel separate from him. If you're ignorant of, again, your higher self, you think it's, no, that's you, your ego taking what? God out, edging God out. When you feel alone, you feel by yourself, you done edge God out and you are alone and by yourself. That's a fact. It ain't where we don't believe that, we know that. So get the concept. And if you in that state of mind, that's the ego. Get out of there. Why? You are understanding together here. All together, we all his children. Y'all say that, but you don't act like it. You don't live like it. Black on, Black Lives Matter. No, you don't. You got more black people killing black people than anybody else. How you gonna tell the world Black Lives Matter? They laugh at that. I do, and I'm black. How about that? That nonsense. You may think you are all what? Different and individual. White people, black people, Chinese people, Hindu and Muslim. No. Again, if we are in the flesh, if we have spirit of God, that connects us. That thread, that spirit connects us all to be one. So why we keep making a statement saying it, but we ain't living it? I hate those kind of people. If what they say don't match what they do, don't trust them. Sorry about that. I'm adamant about that. It's all ridiculous. Why? Because in the ultimate realization, the scheme of things, we all still One, looking at the bottom right hand corner, let's move on. The new section of the Anuya theory cosmologicograph, cosmiconomythograph. The top section, we're gonna end up. We have with my girl Nat or Neat. Neat means the loom. She wears. When you see, she got two aspects. One, she wears the crown, the Lower Egypt, and that's when she in warrior mode. Okay, she had also the spear, two spears, and the shield and the bow. She represents, yeah, she come to do work, but she also represents the matrix. She's the spool. She weaves the world like a spider weaves the web. That's what net represents. Watch this. And net means the loomer, and she's the weaver. Okay, net means, you ready for this one? Matrix. Yeah, we know about that a long time ago. It ain't a new word. Okay, but this is the definition of understanding, and the matrix referring to the matrix upon which what? All creation is created and sustained. The machine, our spiritual machine is God. Our government man machine is powers that be. Moving on. So she weaves the clothing in the garment of who? Noon. That's God. She covers it. In other words, watch this. The parent creation, the images and the differentiation, objects separate from each other and appearing to be composed of different constitution, forms, or matter, which is the visible creation, whose underlying essence is noon or undifferentiated matter, potential unlimited, just not using it. When you start activating it, that's when it starts to churn and burn. And watch this. She is also, watch this, referred to as Mesu Ra. You know what that means? She gives birth to the sun disk, Ra. So she tell you, I gave birth to the sun. That's how bad she is. And watch this. And she represents Ra, the energy of Ra, and the energetic impetus that gives rise to what? This matrix we call creation. Nope. Maya, they are the female aspects of creation that keeps it going. Women, no order. Simple. It's been that way since the beginning. I'm not saying it because I ain't a male shoulder, but that's just the way it was. We was run by the matriarchal society, meaning women kept order and kept control, and we just respected it and did what we need to do to protect, honor, and respect them. Are we doing that now? We want them to do that to us. Respect the man, kiss the man's butt. Y'all some severe. No, you're not. Sorry about that. We put it. All right. But I'm going to end the lesson right now because I got a good one coming up for you. It's more detailed information. This is about, we're going to talk about the bumper car concept. All right. But right now, right thing is in closing, may you only be 100 and me 100 minus a day. So I never know that right thing. It's like you passed away. Oh, I got more for you. I'll be right back.